Yo, what's up? I hope you're doing amazing today. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Austin, MoreSkillsGaming, and in today's video, I want to talk about time traveling, right? I want to give my perspective on it as a time traveler, but also as a non-time traveler, right? Because I've been down both paths, I guess you can say, and I just want to give my thoughts on it. Basically, I want to discuss the pros and cons because there are pros and cons to each of them, right? So yeah, let's just get straight into it. Now, I'm sure that most of you guys, probably like 95% of you, already know what time traveling is. But in case you are new to Animal Crossing, I'll give you what time traveling is basically in a nutshell, right? And then I'll go and I'll explain the pros and cons. So, time traveling is where you go into your Nintendo Switch clock and change the date or time so that it's a different time in Animal Crossing. Now, this isn't like some kind of new mechanic. It's always been available, even in the GameCube days, right? But yeah, let's talk about the pros to time traveling, right? So, some of my favorite pros are we don't have to wait for things to finish building, right? Let's say that you've paid off a bridge or an incline. Typically, you would have to wait one whole day until that was actually built, right? Same thing applies with moving houses, okay? Now, if you guys are really into like making money with Animal Crossing, you probably have, some orchards or you have some farms or maybe you have like blue rose farms, right? Um, Now, if we time travel, we can obviously, harvest our fruits, our crops, our blue roses a lot faster and make a whole lot more money faster. And this also applies if you're trying to flower breed too, right? So if you're flower breeding, it would have taken me ages to get this many blue roses had I not time traveled. I'm not going to go too much in detail blue roses. I already have a whole entire guide for that. Feel free to check that out later if you want. Another really cool part of time traveling is that we can collect items so much faster. Because we know that Nook's Cranny only has like, I don't know, like 5 items per day in the shop, something like that, right? Then we would have to wait like an additional day to see the new items again, right? But if we time travel day by day, we can, get new items a lot faster. Now, time traveling also allows you to play Animal Crossing at your preferred time. Like, let's say, you don't really like playing at night. You'd rather play Animal Crossing during the daytime, right? Well, you can just switch your Nintendo Switch clock to the daytime and play Animal Crossing. I know I prefer to play Animal Crossing during the day. Things like so much brighter and, more vibrant and colorful during the daytime. It might be like nighttime where I'm at, but it'll be, daytime in Animal Crossing. Now, another cool thing about time traveling is that we can relive the events again. Or maybe there's like a special season that you like the most. Maybe you love the snow in Animal Crossing, right? But it's not winter yet. We can just time travel to the winter months and, experience the snow. Or maybe there's some DIYs that you want that are in a certain season. Well, you can just go to that season, just get the DIYs. Also, too, if you've restarted your island, time traveling is going to really speed things up. It's quite slow at the beginning, in my opinion, for Animal Crossing. Alright, so let's talk about some of the cons for time traveling. Now, the game may lose its replay value faster. Now, this is one of those things that will depend person to person, right? Now, for some people, time traveling may give them more replay value. Also, too, since time traveling does help you unlock everything much faster, once you unlock everything, there's not really a whole lot to do, really. Unless, of course, you like designing. And waiting for the special events or waiting for the seasons to happen really gives you something to look forward to, right? If you just time travel to it, you can't really look forward to it too much, right? Now, those are the cons. However, there are some slight annoyances. Like if you time travel more than a week, you'll get roaches in your house, which really isn't a big deal because you can step on the roaches and they would disappear. Also, too, you'll have some weeds in your town. Now, the weeds in New Horizons isn't nearly as bad as the weeds from previous games. I remember in the OG Animal Crossing when I would time travel a couple years ahead, whatever, the town would be literally infested with weeds. Now, if you time travel a couple years in New Horizons, your island's not really infested. There's just, some weed patches, here and there, It's not nearly as bad. Also, too, your villagers might think you hate them, which also isn't really a big deal because it's not like they're going to move out. And after about one conversation, they'll totally forget that you even left. You also won't get the bonus Nook miles from the ATM unless you're time traveling day by day. If you time travel day by day, you can still collect the bonuses. Now, you may also get a bedhead hairstyle. Now, me personally, I like the bedhead hairstyle. It's actually the hairstyle that I'm still rocking right now. I may have to change my hairstyle because I have long hair now, and it's not really a long hairstyle. It's more of a medium hairstyle, but it still looks really cool. I dig it. Also, too, if you have turnips and you time travel backwards, it'll actually spoil your turnips. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, other than a few minor annoyances, there aren't really any serious consequences to time traveling. Now I kind of want to talk about my experience with time traveling. So I've been playing New Horizons since it first came out in 2020. For about the first 5 to 6 months, I didn't time travel at all. I played the game like it was intended. Once I felt the game getting a little bit stale, I then realized I needed some excitement. And that's when I started playing around with time traveling and also making these YouTube videos for you guys, which has been so much fun, by the way. Amazing. And that, without a doubt, definitely made things a lot more fun and exciting. I probably wouldn't have over 800 hours in Animal Crossing if it weren't for that. Now, is time traveling cheating? That's a good question. Personally, I don't consider it cheating. As a matter of fact, I don't even consider the glitches cheating or Treasure Islands cheating. It doesn't make the game unfair to anyone, right? Animal Crossing's not a competitive game. There's no competitive advantage over anybody. Besides, I think people should be able to play the game how they like. Some people may find more enjoyment from time traveling, while others may feel it's not necessary. I think the casual players who play Animal Crossing would benefit more from not time traveling and just playing the game as intended. Like, if they just go on each day for about an hour to, help relax, escape the real world, check the shops, and, do a few things on your island, then there's no really need to time travel. However, I think the hardcore players may get a little bored from not time traveling because there's only so much you can do in Animal Crossing, and after about 1 or 2 hours, you've pretty much done everything for the day. And if you want to keep on playing, it kind of makes sense to go on to the next day, or week, or month, or year, or whatever. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.